Hello Pharma people, welcome to our channel The Pharma Talks. This is Dr. Harika, PharmD graduate from SRM University and I am currently working as Assistant Professor in Joginpalli BIA Pharmacy College, Hyderabad. So in this video, we will be discussing about preclinical studies. In previous video, we have just seen a gist of this preclinical studies. In this video, we will be seeing the complete information regarding the preclinical studies. So first, what do you mean by this preclinical studies? Here we can see that preclinical studies refer to the testing of a drug, a procedure, or any other medical treatment in animals before trials may be carried out in humans. So by seeing the name preclinical, clinical studies means clinical studies will involve human volunteers. Preclinical, that means before that, before testing on humans, we'll be doing the studies on animals. So preclinical studies are the tests which are done on animals to test any drug or any procedure in the sense any diagnostic procedure or any other medical treatment like any surgery or any other treatments which you want to introduce into the clinical field, that will be testing in animals before that are carried out in humans. That studies are called preclinical studies. So what is the aim of this preclinical study? Why are we doing this preclinical study? The aim of this is to develop adequate data to decide that it is reasonably safe to proceed with human trials of the drug. So in previous video we have already seen that whatever the new drug if we take, we can't directly give it to a human being. So we need to do some trials. So why are we doing this preclinical trials? Because we need to gather adequate data which is enough to decide that the particular drug is safe to use in human beings or not safe to use. We can proceed with human trials, not use, proceed with human trials. So that is the main aim. So what will be the objective of our study? After the preclinical studies, we have to submit a IND, investigational new drug application, to a regulatory body. So we need to gather adequate data which requires a regulatory approval. So the objective will be to collect the data for submitting to FDA for IND filing to get approval for proceeding with clinical trials. So why are we doing this IND application? IND application to proceed with clinical trials. If only if your INDA gets approved, then only we can go for clinical trials. So that the information which is required to fill that INDA, that will be gathered by using this preclinical trials. So that is our objective. And goals, the main goals of this preclinical study, major goals of this preclinical studies are efficacy and safety. So how do we get this efficacy and safety data? By doing two types of studies. One is animal pharmacology studies and animal toxicology studies. So by doing this animal pharmacology studies, we'll be able to find out the pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics of the drug. And by doing this animal toxicology studies, we'll be able to find out the toxicity of the drug. So by having these three informations, we can find out the efficacy and safety of the drug. So, and coming to the types depending upon the duration. Depending on duration, the preclinical testings are divided into two types. One is short-term animal studies, that is acute, and long-term animal studies, that is chronic. So acute, in this short-term animal studies, what we'll be able to find about the pharmacological action and toxicity. Complete the pharmacology and toxicology of the drug will be able to find in short-term animal studies. And coming to the long-term animal studies, what can we find? We can find the potential side effects, that is the possible side effects that can be result from long-term use. Certain drugs will not produce side effects within a few days or few months. It requires a long-term usage. And certain drugs we are already aware of that drugs, if we use that for long term, there is a chance that the drug will cause carcinogenicity, that is it may cause cancer. So to study the potential side effects that may result from the long term use, we'll be using this long-term animal studies. And species selection. So how many species do we use in this preclinical trials? Generally 2 species. One is rodent. Rodent generally we will be taking only rats. And non-rodents we can take dogs or non-human primates. Non-human primates means nothing but monkeys or apes. And this is the very important thing, that preclinical studies continue along with clinical trials. Don't think that after the clinical trial, after the preclinical trials, after once we submit this INDA application, it is not the end of preclinical trials. Preclinical trials will continue along with the clinical trials. Let us see how it will be. So preclinical studies to be performed before phase 1. Before phase 1 is before submitting the INDA application. What are the studies we have to complete? Pharmacodynamic, pharmacokinetic, and single dose toxicity in 2 specimens. This single dose toxicity will help us to know the dose for this repeated dose toxicity. Repeated dose toxicity also we have to do in 2 species, and it requires minimum of 2 weeks. By doing this repeated dose toxicity, we can be able to know the maximum tolerance dose or maximum therapeutic effect. We'll be able to find the dose which is safe for the human beings. Next, local tolerance. What is the tolerance of the drug in a particular site? And teratogenicity study. In case if the drug is related to pregnant women, if we are including any fertile women in this study, then we have to know its teratogenicity. Teratogenicity means how the drug will affect the development or growth of a fetus or embryo. So these are the 6 studies which we have to complete before phase 1, that is before submitting INDA to the regulatory authorities. So once these studies are completed, this data will be actually efficient to start your phase 1 trials. And next, after the phase 1 also, we have seen, right, the preclinical studies will be continue along with the clinical trials. So preclinical studies to be completed before phase 2. Previously we have seen the studies which should be completed before phase 1. Here the studies which are to be completed before phase 2. All genotoxicity studies. Genotoxicity means which affects the genes in our body. So all the genotoxicity studies should be completed before phase 2, and repeated dose toxicity. This duration depends upon the duration of clinical study. What is your depending upon your duration of your clinical study, this repeated dose toxicity we can adjust. But before phase 1 it should be for minimum 2 weeks. Here you can adjust. This is about the preclinical studies to be completed before phase 2. Preclinical documentation before phase 3. These studies we have already done, but these should be documented before phase 3. What are the studies that should be documented? Fertility studies and repeated dose toxicity. These we have already performed, but we have to document this. Along with this, during the phase 2 and phase 3 clinical studies, if you find any other toxicity studies, that also we have to do in preclinical trials. Okay. Depending upon your drug, the action of your drug, the toxicity it is causing, the organs it is acting upon, depending on that you have to, if you want to do any other toxicity studies, that also you have to do in your preclinical studies. So after the completion of phase 3, we will be submitting another document to the regulatory authorities called NDA, new drug application. So for that you have to complete all this documentation work. So this is about the introduction of preclinical studies. In our next video we will be seeing about the steps involved in this preclinical studies, and what are the methods of doing this preclinical studies and all. And in previous video I have given you the introduction to the clinical research. Before seeing this video, you please check the video too, because you'll get an idea what is the procedure, complete procedure in developing a drug. So if you haven't seen the video yet, I'll be giving the link in the description. Please do watch it so that you can get a very clear view of this video also. Thanks a lot for your patience, and do subscribe to our channel, The Pharma Talks. If you like the video, do share it with your friends and comment your suggestions. Thank you.